Up next on Up Close, where this Bo Holyfield fight might place these fighters among the all-time greats, and King's court battle, how it affects Mike Tyson's career. We'll be back in a moment. And we'll be back to talk about Mike Tyson as his influence. Will Bo and Mike Tyson ever meet? Well, tomorrow's fight will tell us a lot about that. Up close from Los Angeles. Stay with us. I hope you do. We're up close with the sport of boxing. Bert Sugar is here, former editor and publisher of Ring Magazine, author of the 100 Greatest Athletes of All Time, a book that is out now, and joining us from Miami, Ferdy Pacheco, boxing analyst for Showtime. Ferdy, let me ask you about Mike Tyson. Obviously, the fight cancellation, X-rays substantiating the injury, but how badly does Tyson need these tune-ups right now?
He needs them very badly. Anybody that's been out that long has got to get himself back in boxing shape. That's not just physical shape. That has to do with reflexes, with getting his coordinated attack together, being able to be hit, toughening up his skin. It's very important for him to have these small fights, 2 of 3. Apparently, it's only going to be 2. That's enough for him to at least get the idea of what he wants to do. Then he's going to get into the tall cotton. He's going to have to fight for the title by March, and that means serious, serious training. So this episode with a thumb, the only thing I question is why did they have him training if he's got a fractured thumb? That doesn't get better.
Right, 5th time that he's called off a fight. Bert, should great fighters fight hurt if it's not as serious an injury?
Well, I'm not sure whether they should fight hurt or shouldn't fight hurt, but I've always believed, and in writing the book 100 Greatest Athletes of All Time, that a great athlete played hurt. That's what made him great. I mean, Ferdy has been in corners where he's seen men come through with flying colors. Larry Holmes had an injury to his arm. Evander to his shoulder. Joe Frazier, 1964, fought an entire Olympics, wins a gold medal, broken thumb. Now, I'm not skeptical about the thumb. I am skeptical in some respects, as Ferdy said, why he trained, but the most important thing is what it shows about Mike Tyson and what it'll do to his image. Because here's the man who was, quote-unquote, the baddest man on the planet, the toughest man in the world, and if this is the 5th time he's called off a fight, and notice I put up all 5 and even a thumb, what does that say to people who are still trying to get over the Peter McNeely fight?
All right, well, Ferdy, what do you think? Does this hurt Mike Tyson's image?
Let me tell you, he's right. I've been around and in the corner with and helped and been guilty of preparing fighters who shouldn't have fought, specifically Jimmy Ellis against Joe Frazier. Had an arm, he couldn't even raise it well before the fight. Somehow we fixed him so he could fight, and he got killed. I'm not sure that a guy should fight with an injury. If I had it to do all over again, I never would have done what I did do because that was foolish and stupid and in the game. But I do believe a guy with a fractured thumb has no reason to fight. On the other hand, what Bert says has a lot of merit to it. There's something about boxing that has to do with grittiness and toughness. Now, as I get older, I'm getting softer. But when I was younger,
oh, not you,
a guy broke his hand, and you said it's broken, so go ahead. You're not going to break it any worse. Keep on going. You get brave when you're in the corner. But it has to do with the toughness that goes with boxing. You expect toughness from Mike Tyson. You really expect him to grit it out.
Fair or not, people skeptical about this fight being called off because of the lagging ticket sales.
But it was the timing. It was the timing. Had he called off the fight 3 weeks ago, or not gone into that sparring session where the press was invited, I don't think the skepticism would have arisen.
But Ferdy, let me ask you, with Don King out of the picture in court for wire fraud, did that hurt the ticket sales?
Yeah, it does. Hey, whatever you think of Don King, he's the mastermind. He don't confuse anything. That guy has got his finger in every pie. He's got his imprimaturs on everybody that's in there with the Don King organization. When you're around Don King, you do what Don King tells you to do, and he does not like fights to be canceled. I mean, everybody lost here. It's baloney that anybody would want this to be canceled. Everybody lost, and certainly it was the easiest fight. Look, you really want to be nasty about it, you can inject that, like I did with Ali and many other fighters, and you'd have a thumb that's numb. Now, that's criminal. I mean, I really shouldn't have ever done that. But you could do it if you had to do it. If the guy was gritty and said, look, I want to fight no matter what, he would have done it. There was a fracture. It should have been in plaster. I don't understand what it's doing out of plaster, and he has every right not to fight. Tyson has every right not to fight.
It's not just Tyson. It's Tyson's, I think, career is in minor disarray right now. They don't know when he's coming back. They say 4 weeks is optimistic. Don King's on trial. If And that's another reason, with no guidance from Don, Mike didn't quite know what to do, and Horn and Holloway didn't know what to do. If Don goes down, and at 6'5" even he won't, but let's say he does, the rumor is that he'll disband the Don King production office in Florida. Frank Warren will be the promoter over in England, and it'll be a new set of circumstances for Mike Tyson, and I don't know how this will set with him. The question overriding, and Ferdy touched on it, does Mike Tyson have the fire in his belly to come back or not, broken thumb or no?
Okay, well, good question, and Mike Tyson will eventually answer that. Ferdy, what is boxing if without Don King? Better or worse?
Right now, he controls everything. He has put on a series of 3 years of incredibly good fights. Every boxing era, as Bert will tell you, has its Don King. We had Mike Jacobs. We had Tex Rickard. We had the guy from Chicago with the IBC that went to the penitentiary. We have our eras of promoters. Right now, he is the promoter. So is Bob Arum, and so is Duva. Don't leave them out.
Right.
They are not small entities. They're big entities, and so is Seth Abrams and the HBO organization. It's not just Don King. He doesn't rule the world. He is one of a few very good promoters.
All right, winding up, we just need a yes or no statement. Will we see Bo Tyson, in, Ferdy, your opinion?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Will we see Bo fight Tyson, in your opinion, at some point?
If he wins, yes, no question about it. It will be the biggest event that has been put on as far as money is concerned and worldwide audience. If those two fight, it's Katie bar the door for the money.
You think we'll see that, Bert?
No.
No.
I don't think so, because I think this thumb injury puts back Mike Tyson's timetable. I don't think that Riddick Bowe will want to wait around for Ferdy's word determination till Tyson does it. I say no.
All right, thank you very much. Bert Sugar, author of the 100 Greatest Athletes of All Time. Ferdy Pacheco, the fight doctor and boxing analyst for Showtime, joining us from Miami. Thank you both. Enjoy the fight. We'll talk to you again next time when we have an opportunity to talk boxing.